In the last week of August, I went to a brand new film festival happening in Guildford in the UK called Sustain Film Festival. It was a really fun experience. I was the only person in my screening, which is a bit unfortunate, but this was their first year and they had got screenings happening at multiple different venues. And I also was asked to do a talk about stop motion and my experience with that and ADHD, and that had much better turnout and everybody seemed to really enjoy it. I took my puppets along and people said hello to them and it was a lot of fun. I met some really cool people at the festival. We had an awards afterwards as well, had some drinks, a bit of social, and amazingly Hot Mess won Best Animation, which was incredible. I think that was the film's 14th award maybe. I've been doing talks all over the place. This is me giving a talk to some counsellors and coaches in my local community about ADHD specifically and how that works with stop motion animation. So, yeah, I've been a busy bee. Now, here is an example of, you never know when to attend a festival. I was struggling with my budget because, I can't actually attend everything. I haven't got enough money. So I have to pick and choose. And I couldn't afford to go to this one in Horsham. So I wasn't there, but luckily somebody who follows my Instagram was and filmed these clips for me. And Hot Mess won an award there as well. It also won Best Animation, which was really cool.
The winner is Hot Mess.
So yeah, thank you to Horsham Film Festival and thank you to Ellie who filmed these clips. I will drop her a link to her Instagram. This is Willow chilling out on the windowsill. She just loves to be nosy. So, because I had to move my stumbling blocks set in my studio to get into the attic space above, I thought it was a great opportunity to show you the literal behind the scenes of the set. Only decorate and populate what you need to. You can see that the back of everything is very ugly. It's all the raw polystyrene where I pulled away some of the grass and I stuck it on the foreground, or I just didn't even paint round the back. You don't see this on the camera, but this is what it looks like from behind. Only do what you need to do. You want to utilise your time the best you can. If it's not going to be seen on camera, then it doesn't matter. Just leave it raw and ready and try and reuse things as much as you can. With this, the trees and the hills were reused from Marco, who you will see briefly in another vlog. He made those in his film at the Aardman Academy and wasn't able to take them back to Italy, so I took them and reused them in this film. I modified them so they look a little bit different, but yeah, it's really cool. Hello, it's future me. I've got a feeling this is going to be happening consistently throughout vlogs because there's things that I forget to say or things that need saying to connect things together. Basically, I thought I shot some clips which I can't find. And I have been trying to be as organised as I can. I've got folders for each week of footage. I don't know where the clip's gone. Basically, it was me packing my case, which I seem to be doing more often than ever before in my life because I was going off somewhere, which is an exciting thing. But I'm going to be sharing that for a members only vlog, which will go out a similar time to this one, because it's just something a bit more exclusive that I've done. And I want to share it and the experience of it. It's something that I have thought about for over a decade and I never really was sure if I would ever do it, but quite a few people convinced me that I should try this year. So I went for it and I want to share the experience. I think it'd be interesting, especially to anybody that is considering what I went for themselves. This is my current food obsession. I don't know about you if you're ADHD or autistic or, one of those things. I get obsessed with the food and I just keep eating the same thing. Luckily, it's a healthy one. I do have an unhealthy one as well. So my unhealthy one is this. They're absolutely divine and I just can't get enough of them. It's just what I talk about. One of my really annoying things. I'm sure they probably do make them for left-handed people. But this is a right-handed tin opener. In fact, I inherited it from my nan, so it's probably about 40 years old or something. I find it very difficult to use because I'm left-handed and I always want to turn it the wrong way and I end up unscrewing the actual tin opener rather than the can. I wanted to start adding in to these vlogs a little thing called Weekly Wisdom every week, just a little quick thing that I've learned or remembered or think that is good to share. And it's probably completely common sense, but I have been absolutely socially exhausted. When you are neurodivergent, especially, social stuff, I think this applies to introverts too, it can be incredibly draining. Like whenever I go to an event or a festival or anything, it literally takes me a week to recover from all of the chatting, and especially like with large groups and crowds of people, I'm not great with that. I don't think many people would ever know that I struggle quite as much as I do, but I'm starting to be really honest and open about it. What I want to say this week for Weekly Wisdom is to just not feel guilty or feel bad when you need to have time out, and to just almost hibernate and to just be on your own and to just say no to things. There's a lot of commitments being thrown my way all the time at the moment. Places people want me to be is fantastic, but sometimes I just don't have the capacity to do them, and I'd love to do them, but it's just not healthy because I just get more and more exhausted and run down. And if I reach a stage of burnout, then it just takes so much longer to recover, and then nothing progresses. I'm trying to do a lot as it is, and I want to stay on top of the commitments that I've made with YouTube and everything, just because the whole point of me doing this was to try and find a consistency and to find a rhythm with what I'm doing, you know. I struggle with that as well. But yeah, I just want to put out a little reminders to people that if you're feeling burnt out or overwhelmed, it's okay to say no. And there's that whole thing that people say, if it's not a hell yes, then it's a no. So if you're not absolutely incredibly excited about an opportunity or something that you need to do, then maybe reconsider whether you should actually be doing it. That's how I'm looking at things moving forward, and I'm finding it helpful because, yeah, I'm just a bit pooped. Would you like me to do a live stream? I've not done one in years, and it's something I want to get back into. Let me know. Just some basic Q&A ones. Anything you've got that you want to ask about stop motion. My birthday's coming up. I'll just go live for that. Let me know down in the comments. Drop a tortoise emoji if you think that's a good idea.